이 모든 건 우연이 아니야. 그냥 나의 느낌으로 온 세상이 어제와는 달라. 그냥 너의 기쁨으로 네가 날 불렀을 땐 나는 너의 꽃으로 기다렸던 것처럼 우리 시리도록 펴. 어쩌면 우주의 섭리 그냥 그랬던 거야. You know I know 너는 나는 너 설레는 만큼 많이 두려워. 운명이 우릴 자꾸 질투해서 너만큼 나도 많이 무서워. When you see me, when you touch me, 우주가 우릴 위해 움직였어. 조금의 어긋남조차 없었어. 너와 내 행복은 예정됐던 걸. Cause you love me and I love you. 넌 내 푸른 곰팡이 날 구원해준 나의 천사 나의 세상. 난 네 상색 고향이 널 만나러 Love me now, touch me now. Just let me love you. Just let me love you. 우주가 처음 생겨났을 때부터 모든 건 정해진 거였어. Just let me love you.
In this moment I see you. It always comes around as I believed. When the rain stops, you shine on me. Your light's the only thing that keeps the cold out. Moon in the summer night, whispering of the stars, to singing like Christmas trees for us. So I tell you a million tiny things that you have never known. It all gets tangled up inside, and I tell you a million little reasons I'm falling for your eyes. I just want to be where you are. It's such a strange thing to do. Sometimes I don't understand you, but it always brings me back to where you are. 혹시 아니 너에겐 나만 아는 모습이 있어.
Maxime, Isabel Burnett, and Kristof+Maxime. This is not the beginning of a new relationship, but an acknowledgement of the next chapter in their lives together. Maxime and Kristof have spent years getting to know each other, and we are now bear witness to what their relationship has become. Today, they will affirm this bond formally and publicly. So now we start off with the vows. We'll start with Maxime with the vows.
I might not say them very loud, I'll be honest. We both know I'm not the best at putting into words my thoughts and putting them in order. Nor am I one to usually talk about my emotions in public. So I just want to focus on that. Over the last 10 years, I've felt sorry for anyone who doesn't have their own Kristof in their life. Someone who understands them, supports them, someone who from laughing so hard, even when they're angry or upset, and laughing is the last thing they want to do. Someone who is like the sun and has a gravitational force that can balance out their highs and lows. Someone who entertains their crazy ideas and matches them with his own. But that sun reference has nothing to do with your tanning abilities. So I want to make the following vows to you. I vow to communicate my thoughts and emotions to avoid any unwanted tension. I vow to be your support in those rare times that you need someone to take some weight off your shoulders. I vow to be the woman you inspire me to be. I vow to bake a giant cookie at least once a year. And lastly, I vow to be by your side during the hard times and the amazing times that we're going to experience in the future. I've always hated how tacky the word soulmate is, but I can't think of a more fitting word next to it.
To be honest, Maxime, high school relationships are not meant to last. They're supposed to be a couple of weeks of fun, ending in some happy memories of possibly a messy breakup, but that's pretty much all. I'm incredibly proud of us for the fact that we've been together for over 10 years now, met in high school, did long distance, and are now here today surrounded by friends and family to tie our lives together for many decades. Seeing someone and noticing someone are extremely different things, and while I saw you a lot in high school, I still remember the first day that I truly noticed you for the magical person that you are. My good friend Justin and I were sitting in a service classroom waiting to see what project we're going to do in order to get our diplomas. And that's when you walked in with a quiet elegance and grace, but also a mischievous twinkle in your eye. And that twinkle has not left to this day. But to give you credit, you've been very consistent throughout the length that we've known each other, which is over a decade now, which just goes to show how old we are. To this day, you're able to annoy me to the point where you get my attention, but without actually getting on my nerves. It's just something that's a very underrated skill, but one that you use very, very often. You've really perfected that one. To this day, you managed to push me both physically and mentally to my utmost limits and push me to become a better person in general. To this day, you bring out the inner child of me, which is a side that nobody else really sees, but one that you're able to pull out seemingly at your will whenever you want. To this day, you're the foundation of my happiness that I can always rely on to be there to support me, even at my hardest times. And to this day, to take care of and nurture me in such a way that simply would not be possible without the deepest of loves in place. So I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done for me the past decade. All I can do is make the following promises to you. I promise to ask you about your day each and every day, and to truly listen to the answer that you give and not just zone out like most people do. I promise to also get a little bit better about cleaning up after myself and my clothes, and of doing all the dishes and not 60% of dishes when I start. I also promise that I will wake up every single day trying to make you laugh just a little bit harder than I did the day before, because your laughter and smile is radiant and it's infectious, and making you laugh makes me the happiest person in the world. I also promise to support and provide for you so that you can pursue any other passions that you want. And last but not least, I promise to make it explicit each and every day how much I love and cherish you, and make sure that you know that in your mind that I love you.
Sheldon. To you, Maxime, Isabel Plans. Take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in glory, to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall love. So now the next, we're going to exchange the rings. We'll start off with Kristof. So Kristof, you may place the ring on Maxime's finger and repeat after me. Maxime, Isabelle Planets,
Maxime, Isabelle Planets.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love,
Give this ring as a symbol of my love.
with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
Pledge to love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
And now Maxime. Maxime, place the ring on Kristof and repeat after me. Kristof+Maxime, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
The pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always.
A ring is an unbroken circle with ends that has been joined together and represents your union. It's a symbol of infinity and of your infinite love. When you look at these rings on your hand, be reminded of this moment, your commitment and the love you now feel for each other. So before the witness of your family and friends, you have pledged to be joint in marriage. You have now sealed this pledge with your wedding rings, and I now pronounce you married, husband and wife. You may kiss.
Do you hear me? I'm talking to you. Across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying. Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. Keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. They don't know how long it takes waiting for a love like this. Every time we say goodbye, I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you, I promise you I will. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. And so I'm sailing through the sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm done between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling, you were.
I've probably met everyone in the room. Just to be sure, just to be safe, I'm Hans, and I'm Maxime's dad. I didn't have the microphone close. I've got the end now. Kristof's issue now, being told what to do. So I will steal some words from Adam. I shall welcome you all to this very, very special occasion where we get to celebrate the marriage of Maxime and Kristof. And it's just wonderful to see so many people here. I mean, we have these, we have a very, as you may have gathered, we have a very dispersed family, right? People are kind of all over the place. And these, what we call tribal or clan gatherings, happen every few years, and it's always for a very special occasion. Never as quite as special as this, of course, but a special occasion. Of course, this time we have the added benefit, we get to welcome Kristof's family, and Kristof's family out there too, and we get to welcome the kids' friends from Abu Dhabi, from France, from London, from where else? From Korea. Well, yeah, I kind of throw Justin into the Abu Dhabi basket. So it's just so wonderful to see everybody here, and it's great. And so Ilvi, Chuck, and welcome everybody. Welcome. It's wonderful. So it's kind of difficult right now, because now I'm supposed to talk about how proud I am of this young lady here, and that's difficult because words fail me. I mean, this afternoon it was kind of wow, this is really happening, right? Despite the fact that it's but it's really, really happening. And I was thinking back, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? As I stand here right now, you get those memories that come back. You remember, it all started off in France 27 years ago, and then we went over to London, and I still see her now in her first school uniform when she was 3 years old, going down to pre-kinder probably. Then we went to Gabon, 3-4 years there. Then we went back to London, 3-4 years there. Then back to Houston. There's a theme here, right? Back to Houston, and it's 3-4 years there. And then Calgary, and finally Abu Dhabi, of course. A little bit more significance with Abu Dhabi. And then off to Miami, and Max and I had the pleasure, another extremely proud moment of being at Maxime's graduation in Miami. And then, of course, London, and now Kent, which some people might say is still London, but it is actually outside. And so many fond memories during all of that time, whether it was endless ballet recitals, ballet practices. It seems that we had to do 6 months of recitals and practice for one show. But watching her go from a mouse in the Nutcracker all the way up to one of the dancing ladies, party girls. So that was all wonderful, and then moments like swimming, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get into the pool at 6. She can do her hour's training, and then wet hair, getting her to the school bus, so she could get on the school bus and go to school, and it was all great stuff and fond memories. Probably not at the time, but fond memories. But those were big moments. Those were memorable moments. But to be honest, personally, it's not those so much. It was the little moments in between all of that. Right? So it was like the bedtime stories with Dr. Seuss and Cat in the Hat that we knew were perfect, but we still read it every single night, multiple times. Sally and me. And our little boats we used to have in Gabon, the Colibri, whizzing along, and 3-year-old Maxime on the front. Plus vite, papa, plus vite. I was thinking, a kid on the bow of a boat's not a good idea at the best of times, so no, we're not going any faster. And then we get home, and it's the sing-alongs as we get cleaned up after a day out at the beach and ready for bed and all that good stuff. And skiing, you know, top of Blackstone in Canada, this little thing we started, well, not so little by that time, about 14, 15. Okay, Maxime, so we're going to take this carefully, right? I'll go first, you follow me carefully, slow turns. Next thing you know, 100 meters down, boom, this little green thing, what am I going to find at the bottom? But, you know, all good stuff, all great fun. And those were the moments that really made the difference. And those are the moments that you remember, certainly as a dad. And so, you know, and it went on and it went on. And of course, and then in Abu Dhabi, Kristof happened. And we kind of figured something was going on because, you know, she'd suddenly start coming home from tennis practice and it was this Kristof this and this Kristof that. Went on so long and, you know, Max and I looked at each other and said, who is this Kristof guy? Maybe we should meet this Kristof guy. Maybe we should find out this guy. And anyway, the rest is history, right? 10 years of history to date. 10 years of history. But all wonderful experiences. And we had the pleasure of spending some fantastic times with Kristof during those years as well, which was really nice. In various parts of the world, doing some rather embarrassing things at times and some pretty adventurous things at times. It was all good. And we got to learn what a wonderful guy it was that Maxime had found. And I remember the discussion many years ago. Maxime, is he a keeper? Yeah, he's a keeper. Well, yeah, I can agree. After 10 minutes, yeah, I can agree. He's a keeper. He's the guy. So, you know, at this point in time, I'm supposed to share some words of wisdom. I'm probably not the best person in the world to talk about words of wisdom. And you know, I could say, you know, you have to learn to forgive each other. We should love each other. We should not go to bed on an argument and all that good stuff. But I think what I would say is just carry on having fun. Carry on laughing. Life's full of ups and downs, but you know, if you put a spin of humor on it, then any couple can get through it. You've got each other's backs. You laugh a lot. You love a lot. And basically, you've got to be each other's best friends, and that's kind of what it's all about. You know, people do say, there is that expression, you know, there's nothing more wonderful than finding the person that you want to annoy for the rest of your life. So, I'm so proud to be your dad. I can't imagine being proud. And Kristof, it is such a pleasure to formally welcome you into the family. Although I kind of feel you kind of had that seat at the table for quite some time right now. So I think it's time for a toast. So I'd like to propose that we raise our glasses to Maxime and Kristof, the bride and the groom.
Bride and the groom.
And on that note, I shall pass over to John.
Was able to share a great friendship, and obviously that continues way on. I thought I have to loosen up myself a little bit, so there's a small story I wanted to share, and it starts with a congratulations to you, Kristof, for still making it. Like last time for the stack do, Kristof disappeared by 5 p.m. and I think it's maybe a small round of applause for still being here. But, so Adam and myself trying to organise this special day, we thought we have to provoke him a little bit, get him out of his shell, and kind of in hindsight doing a post-mortem, trying to understand why he had simply left us and relatively fun music concert, we were playing cards and drinking beer, like nothing extreme. But it certainly was Maxime that sort of got him back, that he felt the attraction to her to sort of leave the mates behind, and then I knew it like that will last for a long time. Furthermore, I had the joy of traveling with Kristof+Maxime, and I was able to be by her side when she did her first half Ironman. And obviously that's such a great achievement, and I still cherish that adventure together in Gdynia. But one of the things I think that was truly remarkable was how Kristof supported the two of us, but I think particularly more down to you, how the kind and gentle way he has. I think we all have been witnessing that. So such an emotional intelligence he puts on all of us. Well, romantic now. But I don't want to repeat all the great things that have been said tonight, so I just want to thank you for bringing all of us here. I was a bit skeptical of driving straight through the UK. Maybe rain was kind of clean up, so I wasn't sure. But I think you have all opened us the food and the venue. I think a big thanks to them. It's such a nice hospitality, and I think we will have a fantastic evening. But most importantly, thank you and big congratulations. We're all very, very proud that after 10 years we've finally done the step, and we're looking for the next big party. Thank you very much.
I got forced into an impromptu speech by supposedly the best man involved, so thank you for that, putting me on the spot. But yeah, a few words, I guess. We appreciate that this isn't the most convenient location to get to. I know my family had quite a journey. I know some of my friends that I haven't seen for 10 years came from as far as LA, so I appreciate that faith that we will still be friends now. We've been seeing each other for a decade. But generally just thanks to everyone that took the time, made the effort to come out here. I know it can get chilly at times, a bit wet, but honestly, Maxime and I have had such a great time just sharing this moment with all of you guys. I know somebody's crying, doesn't like the speech. So I'm trying to keep it short. But yeah, really just a big thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sharing this weekend with us. I'm done almost, I swear. And yeah, I think now it's just cake and dancing, so thanks again. Raise a glass to all of you, and to happy marriage, I guess.
I wanna be with you, and I wanna stay with you, just like the stars shining bright. Your glory was more.
Right